Welcome to the 30 Days to Great Piano, man. I tell you what, we got some cool stuff for you here tonight. We are going to talk about hammer-ons and slip note stuff, and there's a wide variety of ways you can do the slip note and hammer-ons. Hammer-ons is used on guitar, like moving from one note to another, and like the old rock and roll kind of... Johnny B. Good kind of stuff, and how they used to play the rhythmic stuff like that. So we're going to work on some of that tonight. Show you some stuff like that on down the line. So to start out with, hammer-ons is this right here. This is what I call a hammer-on. So it's... See that? Like that, and then you can go down to the G. So you're, that kind of stuff, then D, and then back to A. Okay, but the one I'm working on tonight, and we'll go over some of this stuff, and I'll show you about it. You didn't see. Okay, before I get too ahead of myself, we're going to start off real simple here, and I'm going to show you how this works, breaking it down to its simplest form. Anyway, we're going to be in A. Okay, so we're going to work on the three major notes of this lick, and that's a C, C sharp, and a D. Okay, so you go Okay. Okay. That's just it's what I call a hammer-on. A lot of people call it slip note. Okay. And I like to call it a hammer-on, like from guitar work, because it's actually a guitar lick. But you go... So you're hammering on from the C to the C sharp. Okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to add the fifth to it. So it's like this. So I'm using my index finger, okay? A minor to A, and then going up to D. So that's how that works. Now you can use an A, okay? And I'm going to show you a couple of different ways you can voice this so it works out good. So what I'm doing is I'm going A minor to A, and then a D second inversion. So it's like I'm adding a couple of ghost notes in there with it, so okay, that's pretty much the lick. And then you got different variations of playing it. So you can do like you do it in A, then go down to G, the same concept, except this time, instead of me using it like that, I'm actually just falling off of my index finger. Okay? And then when I go to D, then I go. Now, do it a little bit different. Instead of playing a regular A, we're going to play a 7 flat. So move your A down to a G with your thumb. So you play like this. It gives it more of that bluesy feel. And then down to G, and then D, and then A. Okay, so that's basically the concept of what I was wanting to show you. So you got that, you got this, and then we're going to take the high note off, and we're going to keep a G note on the bottom. This is kind of a cool sound with me. I love doing this a lot. So okay, I like that. It gives it a different color, you know, the same lick, a different color. Now we're going to do one more thing here. And we're going to move the G up up an octave, okay? So instead of, then we're going to do this. We'll move it up, G up to here. So, okay, my favorite is the G on the bottom. So you know, doing a do it like that. So it's we'll get into all these hot licks a little bit later, but remember that. So you just got your hammer-ons, then you go to B, so you got that, you know, anywhere you want to play them. Okay, and I'm showing you this because a couple of lessons ago, I showed you this piano lick that I do as a piano instrumental that I come up with, and it's got this lick right here. So that's the same concept. It's just getting into more difficult playing using that slip note style or the hammer-ons, however you want to say it. So you can do that kind of stuff with it and take it on as far as you want to do it. Coming back to where we're at this week is this right here. If you want to learn that walk up, and I'm basically just ad-libbing this bass line. And I'm just walking up chromatically. So we'll get into these licks and we'll get into stuff like that in a future video. But work on this and you can sing like, Working Man, the old Merle Haggard song. Well, hey, hey, working man like So that's basically the concept right there. Work on that, and next week we'll come back and we're going to have some cool stuff for you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. And if you have not done it yet, subscribe, like, and share. Okay? Talk to you later. Bye.